All right, today I'm working on this Marco 5-string bass guitar. I'm going to be replacing the pearl pickguard with a black mirror pickguard. So I'm going to be custom making that, as well as shielding the cavity. This has an aftermarket preamp, and it's a little noisy, so we're going to eliminate some of that noise by shielding the entire preamp cavity. All right, the next step is tracing the material. And the way that we do that to make sure that we get the right shape is to drill at least 1, 2, maybe 3 guide holes. On a softer material like a regular acrylic or a regular pickguard material, I actually drill all of the holes and then put all the screws in and then do the trace with a razor blade. But in this case, because this material is so rigid, because of the backing, which is like sort of a mirrored backing, I don't have to do that. So I'm going to trace all this stuff now and then cut it out, and we'll take a look at it when it is the right shape. All right, so here we are. This is it's still unfinished, but correctly shaped pickguard. The holes are the right size, so the screw holes are now the right size. They need to be beveled out, the pickguard hole, and then I've matched up this edge in the pickguard with the base. So I'll be beveling this edge, polishing it, beveling the inside of these, and then we're gonna move on to our shielding. All right, so here we are. This is the finished guard, original guard, finished guard. See the bevels, bevel around here. The thing about this acrylic is it does polish up really nice on the edge there. So you get literally getting a mirror finish on the edge. And then once I remove this plastic, you're gonna see that this is a really shiny, classy looking handmade guard. The acrylic is dangerous as far as how hot and smelly it gets. So it is sticking to my skin and all that kind of stuff. So you want to take precautions if you are using this material. Anyways, so in a bit, let's finish up the shielding and put this all back together. All right, now here we go. I have already shielded this whole cavity. You can see it's all the way down. There's a little bit, there's actually 2 holes to get to the pickup. That's why this space is here. But basically now this whole cavity is shielded. And then we're gonna take this piece, it's gonna fit here. And now this whole area is gonna be wonderfully quiet, or a little more quiet. At least it won't pick up, radio frequencies from, some crazy AM station. I'm gonna put the base back together and then we'll make it work. All right, so it's a little later. I've had a whole evening of putting my son to bed, but you can see that this the pickguard is finished, and as you saw before, I shielded the cavity, and what I noticed was the preamp was also maxed out. So we had a maxed out preamp with an unshielded cavity. So the maxed out preamp was sort of double amplifying the noise. So this bass works really well. It's strung. It's a half step lower. These Marco basses are amazing. The pickups sound amazing. It's always a privilege to work on these. And you can't really see because this is a mirrored finish. So there you go. Fancy.